Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Tight Cycling. So today you're in for a treat. And by that I mean a treat for you and torture for me. We signed up for the Tour of Watopia A category, which is the Quatch Quest 45K and 1700 something meters vertical. So yeah, it's going to be a toughie. I think it's going to be like 2.5 hours, maybe a little bit more, because we are not really gonna put the hammer down. We're just trying to actually survive and get this right in the books. One of the main reasons I do this is that this is also one of the routes that I haven't finished yet, meaning that I actually should be able to unlock the route badge, which is another close to 1000 XP. If it wasn't for that, I'm not quite sure if I had done this, because there are easier ways of getting double XP points. For instance, doing the C category ride that I have done, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 times, 8 times already, and will continue to do so over the weekend. Yeah, I really want those XP points because my goal is for the end of the year to be at level 50, and that would mean that I had to do about 18,000 kilometers for this year. And my goal is actually 15,000. And I had some health problems, and it was so easy to just lose a week here and there. And every week, you know, makes me lose like, I don't know, 400K or so. Which makes it then so much harder to actually get up to 15,000, let alone 18,000 kilometers per year. So that's the reason why we are trying to accumulate as many double XP point rides as we can. And so this one is a double whammy because of the route badge points. And people would still argue, oh yeah, but you could easily get more points per time spent on the bike for the C category, right? And yes, you're absolutely right. But one of the other goals for this year is to actually have all the route badges done. And so then it becomes like a good idea to just get this over and done with. Anyhow, so I expect us to be somewhere around 130 watts, which is about 1.7 watts per kilo for the entirety of the ride. If it goes a little beyond or below, so be it. There's not really a target for this one here. And so we'll go up the Epic KOM and then down the other side, and actually then go towards the Alpe to Zwift, which is a brute of a climb. I've done it a couple of times, and I'm a little bit excited to see how I do on this climb today, because I haven't done this in, I want to say, 3 months, maybe even more. And one of the other goals for this year is to do that climb in under 1 hour. It's definitely not going to happen today, but our performance, our FTP increased, so I think it will be possible before the end of the year. But so I just want to see how I feel today going up that climb. Yeah, anyhow, so let's just enjoy this ride. You probably more than me, and I will speed up the video a little bit, so because otherwise it's going to be a 2.5 hour video. And for any special points throughout the ride, I will slow down and talk to you. But for now, let's just keep going and enjoy this Titans Grove hilly section here. I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye bye. Look at that. Spring has sprung. That looks beautiful. All the flowers here. Very colorful and bright. Purple and pink. Very nice. Brings a smile to my face and almost makes me forget that there's 1700 vertical waiting for me. So it almost doesn't feel right calling this a KOM, especially when we know what's still yet to come. But this was the Titans Grove KOM reverse, 6.6% over about 900 meters. As you can tell by my time and the previous times I had, I didn't attack this at all. I was really just trying to roll through without too much damage to my legs and my lungs. Anyways, I did take the most climbable bike and the lightest wheels I have, which is the Scott Addict RC as a frame and the Meilenstein lightweights. So this is the lightest setup that I have. Next level, I will unlock the Athos, which is an even better climbing frame, and I will definitely use that exclusively when going up the Alpe Zwift. And I don't know. I know I made so many promises, but probably still going to be next month, because this month I really want to focus on the double XP point rides. Anyways, so we're heading down here, and then the KOMs will come thick and fast. So the Epic KOM, I want to say it's about, what, 9 kilometers? Oh, that can't be right. I don't know. But Alpe Zwift is, I think, 12. So yeah, we have about, I don't know, maybe 20 kilometers of climbing still ahead of us. And so now I will just be a little dino for the downhill here. I was wondering what the first special gate would offer. I think I would have appreciated a feather PU more than a dino costume, but yeah, it's still very cute. So let's enjoy that, and I'll get back to you at the bottom of the next climb. Okay, so almost a quarter of the distance is done. The Epic KOM starts here. Yes, and I was right, 9.5 kilometers actually at 4%. So, and that's only a small climb compared to the Alpe to Zwift that is, I think, 12.5k long at, I think, 8 or 8.8% or something like this. I don't know why I signed up for this, but anyhow, we are still doing all right. Our heart rate is just now at the bottom of zone 2. Average power 1.7 watts per kilo. Yeah, taking this as a very long endurance ride. Hope that yeah, we are not going to go into zone 3 too much with the heart rate, but stay in zone 2. That would also help with, you know, burning excess fat. So a double whammy. Anyways, it's gonna take some time, but I will sporadically throughout this climb tune back in and let you know how I'm feeling. For now, doing all right, and I'll talk to you in a bit. So let's see if we can get a power up here. Yes, we can. Great. So we're gonna use this when we hit the steeper slopes. Oh, this one is actually quite steep. Let's just maybe wait until we hit 7 again. On average, this climb is 4, so if you're any higher than 4%, then yeah, we should use it, but I do have a suspicion that it's going to go even steeper. Let's just see if you can hold out until a 7 comes up. I also saw that my best time was like 3 days ago, or my only time, at 41.5 minutes. I'm not sure what kind of speed or power I used to get up this climb before, but I do want to say that I think it was actually kind of a recovery, right? So my hope is that we're going to be slightly faster. And also last time, I think it was when I did the B category, right, of this stage of the tour of Watopia, and that includes the radio tower, which I think I usually call the teletower or I don't know. Apparently it's radio tower. And yeah, the Epic KOM actually from this side coming up finishes before veering off towards the radio tower. But yeah, that is another, I want to say 200 meters climbing, very steep. I think we have like up to 17% or so. And I got very excited last time because I saw that somebody coming back down used a blue power-up, which could only be arrow. I wasn't quick enough to see it, but which could only mean arrow or draft boost. And I was really hoping for that. So coming around the top of radio tower, I got really excited, put the bike into the big ring in the front, started accelerating, went through the arch, and no power up, just got on a tricycle. And I got so disappointed. And yeah, I was like, no. And then I still tried to speed up. I got all the way to 88k. But then I could have probably gotten a little bit faster, but I saw there was no way to get to 100. So that's why I then stopped. Anyways, so we have, it looks like 6.5 or 6.1k to go, which means that we have done already 1/3 of this climb. And yeah, so far so good. Power is 1.75 watts per kilo. We're probably going to end up slightly above 1.8 watts once we hit the top. Then it will go back down on the descent before then hitting the slopes of Alpe Zwift. Not really looking forward to this, but would be happy to have this finally crossed off the routes, get the route badge, and be done with this brute. Anyhow, so let's just continue climbing. Oh, and I'll get back to you a little bit closer to the top. If I'm not mistaken, then we should be about halfway on this climb, which makes me wonder why I'm already at 28 minutes and last time 41 minutes, and I'm pretty sure I didn't push. But yeah, I also do think that there's some section coming up just before the KOM where it's actually also going downhill for some time. So maybe we'll make up some time there. But yeah, I think it's about halfway here. We are now at 1.8 watts per kilo. Still in zone 2. Actually in the middle of zone 2, which is good. Me likey. So yeah, let's just continue with this climb and I'll check in with you just before the KOM. So here come the rollers. Goes a little bit up and down. Of course, there's still some more climbing to do, but the small little downhill sections are very welcome. Oh, just 100 meters towards the KOM. It looks like we'll beat our personal best. And As for power, we are now at 1.9 watts per kilo. And we were in zone 3. So now we'll just take the descent, bring the heart rate back down, hopefully into the lower parts of zone 2. And then we'll climb again. So now it's a transition, and we will actually end on the Alpe Zwift, which again, I want to say it's 12.5K long. So if you subtract that from the remaining kilometers, that means that we have about 13K to the bottom of that climb. So let's just enjoy our descent here and the scenery, and enjoy that we didn't have to go left here towards the radio tower. So I will catch up with you in a bit. Okay, interesting that there was an automatic bike swap. It looks like for a mountain bike. So I hope they swap it back before going up the Zwift. $250 XP. Yes, very nice. Love it. Especially on a route like this where the XP comes slow, just simply because your average speed is so low due to all the climbing. So I take 250 XP any day of the week. So I think we have a left turn ahead that goes towards the bottom of the climb, the final climb, the final boss of this level. I want to say it's like 1060 or 1080 meters. And yeah, I was supposed to have a race starting in an hour 23 minutes. I don't think that I will make this unless I really give it my all up the climb, and I'm not going to do this. I'm not in that shape right now, and I'd rather enjoy the riding that I'm doing, and I would not enjoy that. That would just be a brutal fight all the way. So no thank you. Which means that unfortunately we'll probably have to not do that race. I was looking forward to that actually, because it was a crit race of only, I think, 4 or 5k, and those I really like. And since I just bought the Specialized Venge and have the NV 8.9 wheels, I feel somewhat well prepared for those short, flat races. But we will rather take the downhill here, because that's 12 kilometers at 20 points then per kilometer. It's another 240 points for essentially no effort. And all of these points will help towards the final goal of this year, making it to level 50. All right, so I hope that the next gate there, the next arch, will switch our bike back to the Scott Addict with the Meilenstein lightweights, and then we will see if we can on the top of the climb, or top of the KOM, if you can swap towards a more aerodynamic bike, and see if we can unlock that 100 kilometers per hour speed badge. That would just be very, very nice. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, so it looks like we are back on the Scott. So could actually look at different camera angles. Yeah, that looks like the Scott. And although I cannot really tell, but I would assume those are the Meilenstein lightweights. All right, here we go. 12.4 kilometers, 8.5%. Okay, let's do this. All right, like there's 10 kilometers to go. Unfortunately, that's a little bit misleading because there's still like 800 vertical meters. But yeah, that's okay. We're doing all right. We are at 1.9 watts per kilo now on average. And I just looked at in the last kilometer, I took 44 seconds of the guy in front of me. So 1.5, 4, 5, maybe 5, 6 kilometers. We have a chance to catch up with him. The guy in front of him, Mr. Shano. I don't think that we can catch him or her, but our Chinese compatriot Leo, there's a decent chance that we can catch up with him or her, which is quite funny because I do live in China and I will give him a little ride on and write something in Chinese just so to motivate him. So looking forward to that. So if you later know what that means, what I'm writing, I'm not sure. I don't think it will actually show because the Chinese characters. Anyways, I will tell you later. And then if you know what it means, leave a comment below. And let's see how many people of you know what it means. Anyhow, we're still doing surprisingly good. But yeah, we will definitely take the downhill here rather than going for this race. And then maybe, just maybe, I will do another quick ride or race later tonight, depending on how the legs feel. But yeah, if you subscribed to my channel and turned on the notifications, you would just get notified every time I upload a new video. Anyways, that's all the energy I have for a plug. But yeah, please consider it. It would really, really help. It would make me very happy. And if you're a Zwifter, then you probably give lots of ride-ons anyways. And this is just a YouTube version of a ride-on. So anyways, enough of that. Let's go up the hill here and see if we are able to catch up with our friend. Yeah, I'll let you know. So talk in a bit. Okay, so in the last 3 kilometers, I've taken 2 minutes and 10 seconds of that guy in front of us, Leo, and about a minute maybe from Shano, but it bounces back and forth. So I don't think there's any chance that we can get him or her. But I think around kilometer, like 5 kilometers, 4.5 kilometers to go, we might be able to close the gap to Leo. So let's see if you can continue the same pace, and if he, you know, keeps his pace and doesn't accelerate, then we have a chance. Okay, 6 kilometers to go. Leo is getting closer and closer. So in the last 5 kilometers, we made up 3 minutes and 50 seconds. So I'm quite confident we're gonna get him or her either on the next or the segment after that. Let's see. So there's Leo. Well done, buddy. And we caught up with him just about with 5 kilometers to go. So I will send a message. This is his name, and then Jayo. And Jayo means what? That's the question for you. So if you have ever been to any sport events where Chinese are participating, you probably heard Jiao many times. So let's see if anybody knows what it means, and what it means literally, and what it actually means when people say it. Anyhow, yeah, our Austrian compatriot Chano, he or she took off and essentially, yeah, has now 7 minutes on us again. I think this is what we had on the bottom of the climb, about there, like 7 minutes, I think. And we got it down to, I think, slightly less than 6 minutes, but yeah, not a chance to catch up with him or her. So we'll just be happy that we overtook Leo. Maybe he will bounce back and overtake us back. That would also be fine. But for now, we just focus on the last, now about 5K. So there's about 400 more meters to go, vertical meters. And yeah, I'm not sure. 20 minutes? I have no idea. Maybe more. I think the top is a little flatter than the bottom of this climb, but we essentially have 40% left of the climb, which is quite a bit. But, you know, complaining doesn't help, so we'll just keep on going, and hopefully at some point we'll be done with this. And then I'll be having a coffee latte with some chocolate croissant, maybe some fruits. Looking forward to that. So last 3 kilometers just started. It looks like we'll be coming in just below 130. And yeah, that should be okay for today. But then I'm quite excited about trying to change bikes on the top and then go for the 100K badge. But let's first see if we get an arrow on the top and if you can swap bikes. So we'll see. Anyhow, I will speed up the video again and get back to you just before we hit the arch on top of the Alpe Zwift. Enjoy the last couple of kilometers. I sure will. So those were the last 40 XP points for this ride. It's only half a kilometer to go. Still a couple of vertical meters as well. So we didn't beat 3 hours for the ride, and we are not going to beat 1 hour 30 for the climb. But again, it was never the purpose of this ride. I actually had a pretty big negative split, I think, because I took it very easy on the bottom of the climb and didn't really pay attention. But yeah, so it was never meant to be a new best time. But now we just hope to get the route badge, to get an arrow, and to be able to change our bike, and then to have enough power in the legs to go for 100K on the downhill. So we'll see. So another 2.5 minutes or so to the arch, and I'll get back to you then. So there's the arch. Actually brings a little smile to my face. And yeah, what we can also hope for is that the spinning wheel lands on something we already have, which means we should get another 250 XP. Let's see. Okay, we got 920 for the route. We get a helmet, which we had already. So we get another 250 points.
Yeah, hello. This is a voiceover because yeah, I didn't manage to edit the video the way I wanted to, and I'm not proficient enough in using the video editor to make it like seamless. So that's why you can enjoy a little voiceover now. Anyways, so what happened after this ride was that I tried my luck on unlocking the 100 kilometers per hour badge. We had everything set up. We got the arrow, which is, yeah, the best power up you can hope for. And we swapped bikes. So I went for the specialized S-Works Venge with the most aero wheels that I have in my garage, which are the NV 8.9. But we failed. So I'll probably make another video about this, and hopefully at some point I will unlock the Speed Demon badge that you get when you reach 100 kilometers per hour. But also I was quite exhausted from the ride already. I mean, this was like 1700 vertical meters, which is quite a bit. It took 3 hours. I know the power was relatively low, and I didn't sprint or do anything fancy, but yeah, my legs were still like kind of fatigued from the days before, and yeah, so anyways. But I do not want to leave this video without saying that I appreciate that you watched this video. If you want to do me a favor, then please smash that like button and maybe consider subscribing. And if you then also turn on the notifications, then you'll just get notified as soon as I put up a new video, which should happen a couple of times per week. Anyways, I will leave you with our motto, which is ride hard, have fun, tight. So tight cycling out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.